2025 was not the year that I expected, but it was the year that I needed. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about the past year, 2025 recap. So 2025 has been a reality check for me in a lot of different ways, and there was a lot of yes that I imagined earlier on in the year, and there was a lot of no's that I got. So let's start from the beginning. To start from the beginning, we kind of have to go back another year, back to 2024, around October, where I went to New York and I got signed with Maryland agency in New York. And ever since then, I was planning to go to New York and do modeling full time. So in January, I quit my job. I flew to New York because YOLO, and I was couch surfing at my friend's place in Long Island City. My goal was to get there, go visit my agency, get into New York Fashion Week in January, and make a name out of myself. That was a complete disaster. So once I got to New York, and the first thing I did after I settled down was to see my agent. And I went to my agency. They were nice, but I didn't get any comp cards or any directions for Fashion Week, which I was expecting. It could be fault on my side that I didn't really specify that's why I want to be there in January, but I have nothing for Fashion Week. No castings for runways, no comp card, nothing. So times kind of passed by. I would just start visiting museums because I just have so much time in my hand. I went to the Met. I went to Natural History Museum, and I got some castings that are online here and there for Kohan, for Coca-Cola, and Puma, but I had nothing confirmed. No one booked me. The closest thing that I got was shortlisted by Coca-Cola for an ad, but then they ended up choosing someone else. And then by the time around Chinese New Year, I wrote like a calligraphy piece that you hang outside your walls for Chinese people. It's like a tradition, and I gave it to my agency, and I don't know if that led them to make a Chinese New Year video or they had that planned, but they made a Chinese New Year video from all the Chinese models they have, and
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi everyone.
What's up, guys?
Hi, happy Lunar New Year.
And besides those, it's just a whole lot of nothing. Nothing was happening for me. There is no confirmed jobs, not even a single test shoot. So I kept going to the gym. I think probably when I was in New York, it was like the time that I had the best physique and when I looked the best. And I'll go to bakeries, coffee shops, just to kill time. Just have too much time in my hand. So after all that, during all that, I was thinking, I'm gonna have to do something on my own. So I attended my first ever acting class outside of school. School was drama class. So the first ever acting class in my life in New York, and I liked it. It was really fun, but I did not have the spare money to attend classes. So that free trial class was really fun for me. And I went to a fashion event. It's like the first time I went to a fashion event. It was a Tom Bogo event, and my thought was that I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna, meet people in the industry, and they're gonna put me on something. Clearly, that didn't happen. But I met some new friends. We hang out a couple times. That was fun, and I really enjoyed the subway system in New York. It was really convenient for me because right now I'm back in San Francisco, and honestly, I don't think BART could really compare to the New York MTA. So January to March, I felt really alive chasing my dream in New York, but I didn't get anything. All my imaginations were just imaginations. March 10th was the day that I came back to San Francisco, because after 3 months booking nothing, no test shoots, it was at that point I think that I should come back home and see if I could get something that I used to get, back home. And I talked to my agent in San Francisco, my mother agency, Stars Management, and I came back. So home was not nice to me. I came back and it was just online castings and taking pictures of online castings at home. It was not great, but it was the best I can do. I started streaming video games, Call of Duty, with my friends back in China, because time here when I wake up early in the morning is like night in China, so it kind of like fits the time, and I don't want to stay up late. So that's what I did, and we gained a little bit of traction, but it's just not really a sustainable thing to do when you don't have any other incomes. And so I kept on doing test shoots when I came back to San Francisco, because of that, what I think I needed to expand my portfolio. So I did some test shoots, and then I did one test shoot that I really like, because I wanted to be a cowboy for the longest time in my life when I was a kid. So I connected with my good friend and photographer that helped me along the way when I just started modeling a couple years back. His name is Garrick Wong, and we did a cowboy test shoot in Point Reyes. It was great. I love the pictures, and it's in my portfolio. I don't know if that's gonna get me some jobs or not, but it was just a shoot that I wanted to do. About like a month, I got one really good paying job. It's not good enough to sustain me for a long time, but it was good at that time. It was for Jordan Golf. Shoots in LA. They pay for my hotel, and basically I had a great time in LA, and for 2 days. It was a 2-day shoot, so I stayed kind of with the crew. All the crews stayed in the hotel, so I get to visit some of my friends in LA actually, and actually went to golf with them for a day, and it was a good time. And then I came back to San Francisco again. I did some more test shoot, which I have to pay, but the pictures were good, so not really mad about that. And then May 8th, it's when I did a runway for Academy of Art. I like this runway because I get to show off my body in a way. and I really try to lean out as much as possible before the runway, because my fit was like basically half naked with like oversized fluffy pants, and I really like that. I really like that look. After that, quiet, nothing, more online castings. I had to do like a casting for a sporting brand, and they requested me some pictures of me playing basketball, and I have no idea why I did those pictures in my regular casting outfit, which is black shirt, black jeans, and Chelsea boot. It looked ridiculous, but that's what I did. Maybe that's why I didn't get a job. Who knows? In that same month, I did a short film, which is my first ever published film in my life. It's called Second Language. It's about a Chinese immigrant coming to the States, and he has like this language barrier, and he had to get some help because he had a heart attack. And the guy who helped him is a guy who's American but learning Chinese. So they have this like kind of like a conflict, the language barrier, and it was a reality for a lot of people, a lot of immigrants, for language barriers. And then quiet. So I went to San Diego. I visited the place where I first came to the US when I was 12 years old. That's the first place I stayed at. So it's kind of like a full circle for me. And there was like a guy asking me, what do you do now? Because the summer camp that I went to is Navy's academy, a Navy and Army, something like that. I forgot the name again. And then I was like, I'm a model. And he just kind of gave me this look like, what the hell happened to you? And then I went to the San Diego Zoo. That was fun. And I went to surf for the first time like in 10 years. Because when I first came to San Diego like 13 years ago, I loved surfing. And I was so tanned, my parents couldn't even recognize me when I went back to China. So I went back to surf. That was great. I felt great. Kind of gave me hope in life again. And then comes June, half of the year passed. Only got 2 paid jobs. I was kind of like worried. I was really worried that I'm gonna run out of money, and I went to see my first baseball game ever in Oracle Park. I didn't really understand the game, but I kept streaming. And then July, my parents came to visit me because I haven't seen them ever since 2023. I went back to China. And then 2024 I went to Thailand. But I went to Sequoia National Park. Chinese people, they want to gamble, so I went to a couple casinos, Daly City. There's one like right next to Sequoia National Park where we stayed. And then we went to Montreal to visit my sister, so we finally had time of just my family, 4 of us together. This is like kind of I don't even remember the last time before this the 4 of us got together, so it was really important for my parents, and they went to the casino in Montreal to gamble some more. And then it came to August where I got accepted to my current job. Can't tell you what it is, can't tell you what it's about. At the same time, I got a phone call from New York. Levi's wants me there for the first week of my new job. And Levi's wants me there for a week. I had to say no. I was out of money. I need to choose something that I know that I'm gonna get paid. And Levi's was not 100%, but it is what it is. And then after I accepted my job, I started my job, I have to say no to Levi's again for another shooting in San Francisco. I had to say no to Nike that they have a shoot, which is in December in Mexico City. I'm kind of just like taking modeling on a break. But this new job is really hard, and I have to earn to be there every day. So I kind of have like my mindset changed. Before, when I was just doing modeling, I think, like it's gonna be handed to me because I have this look. It's gonna be handed to me because it's who I am. So far, this job, I have to work really hard to earn what I get, and it almost felt like a time skip arc because the days are so long and the time just flies by. And starting from November, I started this YouTube channel to kind of document my growth starting from now. And here we are, 2026. Can't believe time passed this fast. But I'm not chasing anymore. Kind of feel like I had a lot of time to think. So I found out what I'm really passionate about, and I'm not chasing an empty dream. I think right now I'm building a foundation of the life that I want. So 2025 was not the highlight. It's something I have to get past. It's the foundation of the future. And here we are, 2026. I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and I'm not giving up on modeling. This could be a short pause. This could be a long pause. This is why I'm making this video. This is why I'm putting myself out here. This is why I'm doing the things that I haven't done before. This is why I'm doing the things that I should have done a long time ago. And that's it. Happy New Year.